All right, buying a house, it's probably one of the biggest, most stressful decisions you're ever going to make. But here's the thing, asking the right questions can save you a world of hurt and a ton of money. So let's get right into it.
Look, if you're even thinking about buying a home, you need to ask these questions first. Seriously, they're going to save you from bad comps, nightmare repairs, and all those sneaky junk fees. This whole breakdown is brought to you by Real Estate Rank IQ, and we're just going to give you the 5 most critical questions. Absolutely no fluff.
Okay, first things first. Let's talk about the money, your mortgage. This is, without a doubt, the foundation of a smart home purchase. So let's jump straight to the most important question you need to ask.
Are you pre-approved, and I mean not just pre-qualified, and what's your DTI after this payment? Here's the deal, you need to get fully pre-approved. Why? Because a real pre-approval means a lender has actually verified your finances. It tells sellers you're not just window shopping, you're a serious buyer. And just as important, you have to make sure your debt-to-income ratio, your DTI, stays under 36% after you factor in this new house payment.
And trust me, the difference between these two is huge. Being pre-qualified, that's just a rough estimate. It doesn't mean much. But being pre-approved, that's a real weapon in your arsenal. It proves you can actually get the loan, which gives you a massive advantage when it's time to negotiate.
So burn this number into your brain, 36%. Keeping all your monthly debt payments, car, credit cards, everything, below 36% of your income, well, that's the magic number. It's the key to getting approved and, more importantly, not ending up house poor.
All right, so your finances are solid. Let's move on to the next big thing, the actual condition of the property. And I'm not talking about the new coat of paint. We need to look at the bones of this house.
So you ask, what's the age and condition of the roof, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and foundation? And are there any permits or unpermitted work?
Simple answer here. You need to ask for the exact age and any recent repairs for all the major systems. And this is a big one. If they've done any work, you need to confirm they pulled permits. Unpermitted work can turn into your very expensive, very legal nightmare down the road.
Just so we're crystal clear, these are the big 5 you absolutely have to dig into. The roof, the HVAC system, the plumbing, the electrical, and of course, the foundation. You have to know what you're getting into with these before you even think about signing on the dotted line.
Okay, next, the inspection report. You're gonna get this giant, kind of scary document. Your job is to cut through the noise and figure out what actually matters.
The key question here is, what did the home inspection reveal, and which items are health and safety issues versus just cosmetic ones? And here's how you tackle it. Prioritize. You need to focus your negotiation on the major safety or structural problems. Things like scuffed paint or an old light fixture, that stuff can wait. You go after the big, important health and safety issues first. So, what are you negotiating for? The real deal breakers. We're talking structural issues, mold, sketchy electrical wiring. Don't get bogged down by the cosmetic stuff like old carpets or dated fixtures. That's small potatoes. You don't want to lose a great house over something you can fix for a few $100.
Moving on to section 4, and this is a big one that trips people up. The true cost of owning a home. See, your mortgage payment? That's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's look at what's under the water.
So you have to ask, what are the annual property taxes, HOA dues, and insurance costs, especially for things like floods or fires? Are there any special assessments coming up?
The answer is you've got to add up every single one of those recurring costs. A house might look like a bargain based on the mortgage, but if the property taxes are sky high or the HOA fees are ridiculous, it can blow your budget out of the water. You have to know the total monthly cost.
Think of it like this. Your total payment is a pie. The mortgage, that principal and interest, is just one slice. You've also got big slices for property taxes, homeowners insurance, and maybe even HOA dues. You gotta account for the whole pie to know if you can truly afford it.
And that brings us to our final section, valuation and, just as important, your own protection. This is all about making sure you're paying a fair price and that you have an escape hatch if things go wrong.
This is your last line of defense. You need to ask, do the nearby comps actually support the asking price? Is there a risk of an appraisal gap? And which contingencies should I absolutely keep? Here's your game plan. First, check the comps. That's just similar homes that sold nearby, to make sure the price is fair. And listen, I don't care how hot the market is, you never waive your inspection and appraisal contingencies. They are there to protect you and your deposit.
So what exactly is a contingency? Think of it as your get-out-of-jail-free card. It's a clause in your offer that lets you walk away from the deal and get your deposit back if something isn't right, like a bad inspection. It's your ultimate safety net. Phew, okay, that was a lot. We've gone through the 5 most important questions. But to make this super easy for you so you don't forget anything when you're in the moment, we put it all together in a simple checklist.
You can download your free home buyer questions checklist right now at Real Estate Rank IQ. And hey, while you're there, check out our other videos for more expert tips. This explainer was brought to you by Real Estate Rank IQ.